Everybody on YouTube seems to be doing an unboxing of the Beatles Get Back Blu-ray release. I'm one of the few people who apparently has not seen the Disney Plus Beatles series. I've watched a lot of clips of it on YouTube, probably about 60 or so clips, most of them around 2 minutes long. So I've probably seen over an hour of the series already on YouTube, but it'll be good to have the be able to watch the whole thing, and then I can stop watching the YouTube clips. Anyways, I just bought this in the I bought this at a store today, and I decided before I open it, maybe I should film it, film my opening it, and then after I watch it, I can add to the end of this video my reaction to the film. So we're just going to carefully open up the box here. And it looks like there's, let's see, we're going to try to do it with doing the least amount of damage to it. Let's see how we can do that. I'm going to get a little blade here, just sort of cut at that little excess that's there. There we go. Well, that should be simple enough. And now I can actually just take some scissors here, now that we have an opening. Just tear along here. Okay, so then we have this little backing where it says Blu-ray collector set. There's the info that it gives. Let's try to get it so it's not so obscured by the light overhead. Maybe you can just sort of view the whole thing without the glare. All right, and then here's the actual set. It's a nice hard set there, nice back cover too. (2022) Apple Core. Oh. Here's the inside. All right, how's this open? Oh, it goes like that. It's like a little book. Pretty cool. I thought that glare was from my overhead thing, but it's actually that glare in Paul's eye is on the photo itself. It looks like a little book, but it doesn't come out. It looks like it's attached to the, and the discs are inside here. So this is Get Back Part 1. And there it is. There's the Blu-ray. Get Back Part 2. And there's the, this is Part 2. And Get Back Part 3. It'd be the rooftop concert. There it is right there. All right, and there's the calendar of the events. It's funny, my calendars kind of look like this as well, although I have stuff written on them saying what I need to do. And let's see how this goes back. There we go. It got back just like that. So I'll put them back in here and put it like so. Put that. I'm not sure what I'll do with that little top. I don't know if I really need it. Oh, it says includes collector cards. I didn't see collector cards. Where are they? Let's see here. I wonder if they're hidden in one of these little envelopes. Huh. Oh. Are they hidden in here? Nope. Well, where are the collector cards? Maybe they're on the top. Nope. Oh, here we go. I see them. How did I miss these? They're stuck in there nice. So there's John. Nothing on the back. There's Paul. It's interesting they got him in the John, Paul, George, and Ringo order so far. Got nothing on the back. There's Ringo. Oh, we jumped ahead to Ringo. And then here is George. Nice photo of George. I believe I've seen that before. And then here's the little piece of promo for the book. So that's why there's not a book in here. Apparently, if you want a book about the Get Back thing, well, there is the actual Get Back book. Now the thing is, it says $60. If you don't want to spend $60, I noticed that my local library actually has a copy of this book. So, maybe check out your local library, and if you don't want to pay $60 for a book. Obviously, if you're a big Beatles fan, you'll probably, want a book. If you have, say, the anthology book, I don't have the anthology book. I have the anthology DVD, but I don't have the book. But again, I think my local library has the book too. So you can always just go over to your local library and check out the book there. Anyways, so there we go. Pretty awesome. I look forward to watching the show. So we're gonna stop the video here. I am anyway, and I'm going to the rest of this video is going to be after I watch the show, and I'll talk about what I thought about it. So it'll be probably in a day or so, but you don't have to wait that long, because it'll be just, I'm going to stop this video here, and then the next voice you hear will be me, probably a few days from now, talking about what I thought of this. Well, the previous bit of video was done on Tuesday, and now here we are on Thursday, and I finally watched all 3 episodes of the Beatles Get Back. And obviously I can't show the video here, but I thought I would give a short little review of it while we look at a little slideshow on my laptop of photos of the Beatles, so you don't get totally bored. I liked it, obviously. I think episode 1, there were parts of episode 1 where I started to feel like, I'd seen it before. I have seen Let It Be. In fact, on my blog, I have a post about Let It Be, where I kind of go through bit by bit of Let It Be and talk about it. But it was, some parts of it were choppy. The parts that were filmed in Twickenham in episode 1, it seems, it's a little frustrating because they don't go through a full song. It seems like it's, like 30 seconds of a song, 60 seconds of a song, and breaks down and they goof up, and it's just sort of frustrating. On the other hand, the interesting thing about the documentary is that there has to be a balance between the Beatles talking and the music. Some people are probably just more interested in hearing them play. Other people are more interested in hearing them talk, It was kind of interesting when they had a little conversation. It was sort of a little meta moment when they're talking about making no longer being a TV film, and it was going to be a movie, their third feature. And they're talking about, well, if it's going to be a movie now, you've been shooting on 16 millimeter film, it should have been on 35 millimeter film. And, they're sort of debating about, well, you can blow up the 16 millimeter film to 35 millimeter. And it's like, well, it won't look as good. And they're having this conversation on film that was shot in 16 millimeter, but it looks great. I've heard some people complain about the picture quality. It was fine. I did think that it was interesting at the very beginning. There's sort of this little short history of the Beatles just to get you up to speed about their history at this point, in case you didn't know. And when they showed some of the clips, like the Hey Jude video and so forth, it looked the picture quality didn't look as good, but that might have been done on purpose, just to sort of, it looked a little oversaturated or something. So, I think it was a good film. The parts, people are complaining they wish that there was a more footage, but I think for most people this is more than enough to process. They probably left some stuff on the cutting room floor, but there's so much editing going on. You would have so much. There'd be 5 seconds and then a cut, to show a reaction shot, and then 5 seconds of cut. I don't know if, there's just long stretches of film where there's not so much cutting back and forth. I don't know. There's good and bad about it. The good part of it is does sort of reflect the period, the 60s, where there was a lot of cutting back and forth, as a fashionable type thing amongst directors at that time. But on the other hand, it makes you wonder, are they doing this to just keep people from being bored? I don't know. So I think in some ways this is going to be seen as sort of the definitive document of what actually happened. But on the other hand, it's not completely accurate, I don't think, because there's so much editing going on with what we're seeing, so reaction shots, sometimes you see repeated sort of shots where it's like, they were standing over there, now they're over here and so forth. And then they're back to that same position you saw, 5 minutes ago. So it's like, well, there's some jumbling around. They do have a disclaimer at the beginning saying that, it's they've made every attempt to be accurate to what had happened, and I have no doubt of that. But anyways, I'm satisfied with what we were given. If there's more, there's more, but I'm satisfied with what this is. And anyways, I just wanted to give my short review. Thumbs up. I paid $35 for my copy. I think it's definitely worth it for 3 Blu-rays of, having this collection. I didn't really, the photos and, that sort of little extra photo things doesn't really matter to me. It's a nice collection though. And if you're a Beatles fan, especially if you, like me, you haven't seen the Disney Plus, you don't have Disney Plus. Like I said in my previous part of this video, I've been watching a lot of the clips on YouTube. In some ways, I think watching clips may be even a better way to view this, because it is so disjointed an experience. Although there are bits, like in episode 2, when they're at Apple, Billy Preston comes in, and because you've seen everything that came before, then you see this, and you can understand why the mood lifts and stuff. And the big stretch at the rooftop concert where there's split screens and stuff, that big stretch at the end, I was reminded of Abel Gance's Napoleon, that Kevin Brownlow has done a restoration of, the silent film from like 1927, I believe, which has a triptych at the very end with all these 3 screens, different things happening at the same time. So I think that was really effective at the end. Some people have said, oh, I want the rooftop concert without the talking bits. Well, you could just lay, the audio I'm sure is there. You just lay it over there and play it over it if you want. Quiet down the TV and then just play the audio of your preference. So to me, that's not there is obviously, each camera, there's 10 cameras, right? There's like 5 on the roof or something, each camera is going to have the whole concert. So if the concert is like 20 minutes long, you have, 5 different cameras, and then, one across the street. You could have, a 2-hour version of the concert just from different cameras. I think that's a little excessive, what we got is fine. So I'm very much happy with what we got. And I urge you, if you're a Beatles fan, to go ahead and buy the Blu-ray. I had no problems with the picture quality. Of course, I'm not a stickler about such things. It looked fine, and I enjoyed it overall. Thanks for watching.